All right, another week ended, and for the first time, I judged myself by the quality of the decisions I made and not by profits. And this is exactly what we're going to discuss this week because this topic is very important. And I missed it for such a long time. I missed this insight, which has created a lot of issues for me. And what exactly do I mean by that? Well, my week wasn't the most profitable week ever, although it was the best week so far. Because as you remember last week, I discussed about reviewing all the trades that I took. And that truly showed me exactly what I was doing wrong. And before I was really judging myself by the P&L basically. And in one way or another, I was also associating my worth with the P&L, which is not necessarily the case in trading, and it shouldn't really be happening in trading. In fact, self-worth shouldn't be associated with trading anyhow. Although really judging yourself by the quality of the decisions that you are making, it's crucial. And this is exactly what happened to me. Because for the first time ever, I truly followed my strategy without any deviations from it, without any rules that were broken. So this is exactly what happened to me. Why am I bringing this up? Well, I'm bringing this up because this is crucial. This is crucial, and this has been a key element that I was missing when it came to my own development when it comes to a trader. I didn't really see things that way. All I cared about how many wins I had and how many losses I had, whereas trading is not necessarily that. Trading is obviously a lot more than just wins and losses, because if we have to think about it, like the wins or losses are just a consequence of your actions, right? And so really caring about the consequences and not the action itself, it's somehow twisted. But that was definitely something that I missed, and I couldn't really grasp this idea. But then the action itself is more important than the consequence, because if you know you can follow your rules, if you know you can stick to the plan, if you know you're honest with yourself about the mistakes that you're making, I don't see how this is not going to play out, right? Or maybe I'm being a bit too optimistic right now, and maybe I'm being confident because one good week happened after so many bad weeks. And right now I feel like I finally got it, which again can be a mistake, can be a trap. But I'm trying to be very self-aware here, and I'm trying to really monitor all my emotions when it comes to it. But I also feel like a shift has happened, and this shift can only offer a lot more benefits than just, focusing on the P&L. So being grounded in the process itself is very important, and being confident that your strategy can deliver is also important, although there are a lot of steps to get to this point. But I feel like I'm very close right now. I feel like I'm close to achieving my goal and my target. And I've been trading for almost 4 months now, full time. And it's been a lot of, it's been a roller coaster of emotions. It's been a roller coaster of just self-doubt and uncertainty. But it just pays off. And I feel like this is the time where, like being disciplined and fighting for what you desire and what you want can actually pay off, as long as, again, the bigger picture, um it's always brought to the surface, and you know that you can make it work, which is exactly what I've been struggling with, because up until now I was pretty much questioning myself a lot. Like, can I actually make this work? Can I actually make this happen? Whereas now, because I felt a change inside of me, that gives me a lot more confidence, and it's encouraging me a lot to just keep going and to trade accordingly, and to strictly follow the rules and my plan. Right. Progress isn't about one week in particular, and this is the danger that I'm probably facing right now more than anything, because progress is measured by doing the same thing over and over and over and over again for more than just a week, probably for months, until you can actually say that there's been some progress when it comes to trading. So it's too early to assume that this is going to be the trajectory for me right now. Although I just wanted to put this out there because this is exactly what's happened to me the previous week. And it's probably not even the fact that I managed to stick to the rules. It's not that. The feeling and the mental clarity that comes from when you really have an aha moment, like that's the thing that I was actually missing for such a long time. And it's so obvious. Like, you may say that, dude, the the fact that you're not following your rules should be obvious. Well, it's obvious when you see it from a third person perspective. It's not obvious when you're actually in the middle of things, and you cannot have that self-awareness and the ability to see the things from a different perspective, right? But then when it happens, it happens. And when it happens, there is an internal shift that will tell you that, hey, this is exactly what you're missing. This is what happened. And this is what you must continue doing from now on. And the fact that I reviewed all my trades helped me a lot. Like, it really helped me a lot, because going through every single chart and going through every single one of the notes that I took, it's such a it's such a revealing and a very illuminating thing to do, that it can truly boost your trading going forward. And I highly encourage you to do that as well. Take the time, go through all your trades, and then see the things that you're doing wrong, because in the moment, again, you don't see them. The fact that you are engaging in a trade doesn't necessarily mean that in that moment you know exactly what you're doing. You only see it after it's being done. Or at least that was the case with me. And I'm sure this is the case for many other people right there. So this is exactly the reason why I wanted to make this video, to make everybody aware and to make myself aware that always the bigger picture will pay off. Just keeping in mind the bigger picture and just having an honest discussion with yourself and an honest review about the things that you're doing can absolutely transform this trading business, your trading style, right? So this is it for now. Progress is being made. I'm in a much better place than I was when I was the previous weeks. I can finally feel the shift happening. I can finally say that I am becoming a lot more confident in myself, in my strategy. I am seeing progress for probably the first time or the past maybe 2 months or so. And again, my PNL wasn't great. I just knew that I followed the process. It's been a positive week. I'm not gonna lie. But again, it's not about the PNL, it's about the process that I followed and the rules, and just my own psychology was 10 times better. So this is it for now. it's been a roller coaster. I never thought that trading is going to be this hard. I was just too optimistic about it. And I still am. I'm not saying that I have become negative about trading. I just had to face the reality of it. And as I said in my previous videos, trading is a very brutal path. And the only thing that can make it work is actually having rules, being disciplined, sticking to the process at all costs. And this is where I am right now.